What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
You can hold it up.
Oh, I got to get my questions for you. Minor detail. So I just, want to make sure that, last thing we want is you being upset that I asked a question. we are very, Zips Nation Insider we're very pro, I'm not an X's and O's guys. It's really just, the goal of this is to get people, everyone knows who you are, but to get to know, kind of more questions about, in depth, you as a person.
No, I love it.
So yeah.
So are we breaking this down to where he's joining this episode, or are we doing a new episode? Because that was a 20-minute.
Yeah, I can probably keep about 20 minutes. So I would just say we're back. Let's do it one. Does that?
Okay.
Is it? Yeah.
Like a
40, 45.
Hey, we had the longest podcast.
Yeah, we
together,
did.
So we had an hour.
We were talking about you. No, I'm just kidding.
There was parts of it.
I can see that too.
All right, you guys happy with the shot too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm as much as I can be. I mean,
You and me both.
he's the NBA player. I'm the, 5'7" and a good day.
Let's do this real quick. We'll do the picture here.
That's what my license says.
3, 2.
We are back, episode 1 here of season 2 of Zips Nation Insider. I'm calling this a special episode, like those after school, a special episode of Zips Nation Insider. We got some Akron Zips basketball royalty. I was telling Loren that when I told my son I'm coming to interview, that was his comment. Oh, you got Akron basketball royalty.
Oh, I love that.
So we're excited to have you here. I think your story. We're not going to start from you being a walk-on. I mean, because everyone's told that story.
Right.
But I'm curious: is there anything that has been left out of that story? Like, everyone knows, but is there anything that was part of the process that hasn't been told? That again, I'm trying to get an exclusive here, but it's been well documented. But there's got to be something that.
Yeah, I mean, the story has been told well. I think a lot of people get it misconstrued a little bit as well. But I think the most important thing that I think is not told is that my first year as a regular student was so helpful for me.
Okay.
Being an athlete, you deal with the dual life. You're a student, you're an athlete, you're trying to also figure out life as well coming into college. And I think coming in my first year and not playing basketball and kind of like focusing a lot on my personal journey, my mental health, like what is life outside of basketball, that helped me so much that first year. And then once it's like basketball was always there.
Yeah.
I think that's also another thing. People think like maybe he wasn't playing basketball. I was playing in the rec my freshman year.
Sure.
Playing intramurals, like I was very active too. So I think the thing that I would love to be told is like, that first year gave me the opportunity to learn a lot about myself, and it helped me walk on the next year. It helped me be confident in those areas. So.
By the way, I realized everyone knows who you are. So I don't need to say Enrique Freeman, but we got Enrique Freeman. Everyone knows who you are.
Yes.
I appreciate you sharing that because, again, that story has been well documented. And it's not just here in Akron, but, I think one of my favorite articles pre-draft was done by the Deseret News out in Utah. Did a really good job of telling that, and something I shared with my family. The other question I had about that is, was there any... you're invited to participate, some tryouts. Mm-hmm. That night before, was there any, I don't know. Was there any apprehension at all, or once you got the invitation to come, you're going in full bore?
Yeah, I think once I got the invitation, I was like, okay, green light.
Okay.
Green light. Everything before that, I was like, I was just kind of thinking like, I'm gonna walk on. What are the chances?
Yeah.
But that one chance, a risk I took, ended up changing my entire life.
Oh,
so it was a good risk.
It was a very good. But at the same time, though, there's got to be maybe a tinge of if I don't make it, so why even try it, right?
Yeah, and like I said earlier, my first year, I could have tried out.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Yeah.
Not because I just didn't know myself. I didn't know my body. I grew that first year.
Yeah.
I was coming into college, I was 6'4", then I grew to 6'8". My freshman year, there was a lot of changes happened to me as a person before that second year. And then that second year, I was like, once I got the green light to go on the physical and the paperwork and all that jazz is done, I was like, I'm ready. I'm ready to hoop.
So we've had Coach Gross on here a couple times, and the first time we interviewed him, it's like he knew what questions I was going to ask. My next question was going to be about the physical changes. You grew 4 inches, probably put on some weight too, some pounds.
Yes.
How does that physical transformation, how did that help you as far as going from the walk-on to the success that you had?
Yeah, I mean, like CJAC was here. When I came into this program, there were guys here that were established. CJAC, Channel, Zirius, Sales, Cheese, DR.
Some big guys under the rim.
Yes.
People you're probably bumping up against all
big
the time.
guys. I was 190 at that time, so I was very low in weight, and I was a little bit bigger. So I think watching those guys and kind of like seeing I need to get stronger. So then the development here.
Yeah.
I got on a development program to get stronger, eating. Nutritionist Julie, everyone was like, hey, we got to get you stronger, and I think the biggest thing was me taking pride in getting stronger, and then once I took pride in getting stronger, I think over time, you got to see the results.
Sure. So during your time here at Akron, you were a top defensive player, MAC Defensive Player of the Year, but also offense.
Yeah.
Do you have, how did those work together? Because you hear a lot about, defensive powerhouse, maybe offensive, but you had both games. In your mind, what was your favorite? Are you a defensive player, offensively? Do you have in your mind, what was your preference?
I love both.
Both?
I
Okay.
love both. I think both are, I think for me, my mindset was, what can I do to help our team win?
Got it.
So if that's being relentless on defense, I would do that. If that's being relentless on offense, I'll do that as well. So it was, I love both. I think over the years, I've grown into my offensive game a lot more. I think defense is something that I'm gifted to have, and I can play, I can defend the rim, I can guard. But over the years here at Akron, I feel as if I could have shot a lot more. I could have done a lot more offensively in my game, but, what I did also helped us win. So it was a lot of maintaining what you're good at and also adding to what you can progress to. But yeah, I think I love both sides of the ball. So I don't have a favorite, to be honest.
So as someone, I'll never dunk a basketball. I'll never block a shot, except for maybe my kids on a kids hoop or something like that. Which do you prefer? What do you get more excitement out of, blocking someone or dunking?
That's like picking offensive defense.
I'll give you block the shot and then dribble the full court and dunk. Because you've done that.
Yes.
I think a lot of people get worried when you do that.
That's
but
all right. I'm still going to do it.
or pull up and hit a three. You've done
Yeah. I think I'll say probably a dunk.
A dunk.
Yeah, I love a good dunk.
I love a good dunk. Yeah.
It changes the momentum. I think also a good block would change the momentum of a game too. So, I love them both.
Well, we love, as a fan, we love both of those, that sequence. So, great, obviously, time here at Akron, great experience, some MAC championships, personal accolades. So then that translates into, okay, you graduate draft night. I think a lot of us have seen that video of you sitting on the couch, your family and friends around.
Yeah.
I want to ask a couple questions about that. First off, was there disbelief? Like, it looked like you were just...
Yeah, I was in shock.
Shock.
Yeah.
So that is official. You were in shock.
I was in shock. I had no idea my name was going to get called.
So there wasn't the call ahead. The video I saw, just almost like the name. Was there a call ahead, or?
I knew a few things, for that time. I was 50. I knew a few things going into later picks. Okay. But I didn't know anything at 50.
Okay.
So I knew a little later. I knew some things could have happened, but I didn't know that 50 was going to happen. So if you were in the room, everyone screamed before me.
Yeah.
So I actually didn't even their yell was my, oh, what's going on?
Yeah, you were startled. Like that. Yeah. You were in the video. You it was just this utter disbelief, but now it's shock.
Yeah, I was in shock.
Oh my goodness. So then, what's that next thought? Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Like, what went? Again, I'm asking you to reflect on something a year plus ago, but what was that feeling like?
It was joy. It was amazing. I think it was when you go into the league or overseas anywhere, especially as a wanting to be a professional athlete, you can only contest to the work you've put in.
Sure.
So you only know how much work you've put in. I know I put in a lot of work to get there. So I think in that moment I felt very deserving of it. So I felt good. I felt
Yeah.
happy. I felt lucky. I felt, grateful.
I mean, that also that feeling of being wanted,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
I talk to my kids. My kids play sports. My son just made a travel team. And that joy of like someone sees the value in your game.
Yeah.
But also to your point, and I appreciate you saying that, of the hard work that went into that. You just didn't come off the court, I'm ready for my name to be called.
Exactly.
There's the summer or the tryout stuff, the combines, and being able to, kind of show, and plus obviously all the tape of your time here at Akron. So
Yeah.
there's probably that relief also of just like, hey, I put in the work and I got the rewards for
Yeah.
it. Well, it was
and
just,
that doesn't always happen.
No, it doesn't. You're right.
In those moments, it felt very good to be like, yo, I worked very hard to get there. So
Yeah.
yeah.
well, I was just happy for your friends and family. It was, I think for Akron Zips Nation, it was just cool to have you represented in that way and part of the university, because I think there is,
Yeah.
I mean, as much as you're your own person, I think amongst Zips Nation, there's some, we take a little bit of ownership with you. I mean, just
Hey, let me tell you, I am so grateful for Zips Nation, because in those moments of, getting my name called, I don't even have to second guess looking at my phone of who's on Zips Barstool and everyone.
Yeah.
I know everyone's like, I got your back. Like
Yeah.
we're in this road together. So as a human, that is such an amazing feeling to know there's a crowd of people that's always gonna have your back no matter where you are, where you go. And for me, our basketball journeys,
Yeah.
our basketball journeys are crazy, so
Yeah.
you never know.
Sure. So your rookie season, going into your rookie season, did you have any goals, what you wanted to accomplish?
Yeah, I mean, going to my rookie season, obviously I wanted to adjust to the game
Got
of the
it.
NBA. I wanted to learn a lot from my teammates, my older teammates there. I wanted to I think a lot of it was overstimulating at first because
sure.
it's such a different atmosphere than you've played in college. So it's kind of acclimating to that, and I think over the year you've kind of seen that. Like I've acclimated to the game, the pace, performed well, and that's all you can ask for, really.
So, I mean, obviously you guys made it to the finals.
Yes.
So, of those goals, were you able to accomplish the stuff that you wanted to do, or is there things
yeah.
still okay?
Oh yeah, I think I was able to play really well with the Pacers and with the with the G League team, and also this last summer league I played really well too. Averaged 4 double-doubles and shot it better. Like you said,
Yeah.
my game is improving a lot. But I think the goals of the year, and also goals for that team, going on to that team, their goal was to go to the championship.
Yeah.
So being around that team, I think we've accomplished many goals for that year, for last year.
Again, I'll never have that opportunity, and so it's kind of fun to live vicariously through you.
Yeah.
Of, again, we're not family, not related, but like I said, Zips Nation, there is that
It's family,
feeling.
yeah,
There is
it's
that family. I mean, it's just got to be just a cool experience being in the sideline of a game, watching.
Yeah.
In the finals,
Yeah.
coming down to a very contested last game of the series. God, what a cool experience for you. Obviously, news yesterday. We're not breaking anything. It came out about your the revoking of your 2A contract.
Yeah.
So what's kind of next for you? What's next in your career in the NBA?
Yeah, so I'll be signing with another team soon.
Okay.
All the logistics is being taken care of now, so we'll get all that squared away. But
Anyone I got to do this as a media member. Anyone you want to break? Any news you want to break?
Not yet,
okay,
not yet.
we got it.
Once it's all taken care of, Zips Nation will definitely know, and I know they'll be, supporting me as well.
Yeah. How was again? Looked like you had a good time in Indianapolis. How were the fans there?
Indy fans are amazing. Yes, I'm from Cleveland, so knowing how Cleveland fans, and also I'm played in Akron.
Yeah.
Our fans take care of us. So Indy fans did the same thing. They took care of us. They were with us throughout our entire playoff run and throughout the season, the ups and downs, and they were there to the end.
So you're here in Akron this weekend. So
Yes.
you've been here for alumni camp. I want to ask you about that, but also you got a camp this weekend.
Tomorrow.
Your camp tomorrow. So we're recording
Yes.
this on Friday.
Yes.
Your camp on Saturday. But let's talk a little bit about why you're here with the team, with the Zips team.
Yes.
We just were able to speak with your point guard for a couple
Yes.
years, Loren Jackson. Great. I mean, again, part of that basketball royalty. he talked a lot about, giving back to the team, the players. It wasn't that long ago, not as long as him, but talk a little bit about, your coming back to campus, playing with these guys, and what that means for you.
Yeah, I mean, my first year, I was blessed to be around good leaders. CJ's a good leader. Those older guys were good leaders. And I think my group coming in was like, we have to take that. Like Ali, GT, Mike, Sammy, all Trendon, all these guys, we kind of were treated that way. So now it's like, now what do we do? How do we continue that legacy? And obviously winning is the easiest way to do that. So we did that way, win some championships. But I think now coming back every summer and catching up with these guys, seeing where everybody's at, the mentorship between us and the younger guys is to me is the most important thing, because when you become a pro, you don't know a lot of things. You're becoming an adult. It's a new, just like they said, that first year for me was a new transition of my life. This is a new transition of my life. So being able to come back and help these younger guys and say, hey, I got some advice for you and I can help you out, or just giving them advice and trying to help them as much as I can, is really what our coach is about.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, also your example of where you came and where you've achieved.
Yeah.
That's a good lesson that, quite frankly, the program hasn't had a lot. So it means, again, I'm assuming, making an assumption here, that not only your story of your time at Akron, but what you've been able to achieve in the pros, probably it's a goal. They have the same goal.
Yeah.
They have that same goal, and be able for you to add your own kind of, your viewpoint on that is probably super helpful.
Oh yeah.
And then also you have your camp. So talk about giving back to the community, running your camp. Talk a little bit about that for this Saturday.
Yeah. So I have our camp tomorrow with Run the Show. We're teaming up with them. I'm teaming up with them to do a 2-hour camp with kids from 3 to 8, and just get an opportunity to have young kids come in and work out a little bit and work on their game. I think it's a lot of fun, and also it's rewarding to give back as much as it is to give back to the guys who were here before. And I think the cool part is, like, TJ was my first recruit.
Oh wow.
On Tavari Johnson.
Yeah.
So to see him flourish last year, and him and Nate, and have a great year, I think I had more fun watching than sometimes I did playing. Like, the pressure of playing, I was more excited to see them be successful. But back to the camp. Sorry.
No, that's okay. It's your camp. I'm giving you the chance.
Yeah, but the
so
camp's
what are the age groups? How old?
3 to 8.
3
3rd to 8th grade. Sorry.
Okay, 3rd grade to 8th grade.
Yeah.
So, how are you with kids? Are you nervous at all?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
Have you coached kids before? Have you done any of that before?
Yeah, I've done intramurals and different programs, and we've done the disability camp here with the Christian school up the road.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we've done that over the years. So I'm not too nervous, but I just want to be able to give a good experience, make sure kids have a good experience.
So besides yourself, any other players coming to participate? You got any other?
I think some of the guys here are gonna pull up a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, that'll be cool for the kids that are participating in that.
Oh yeah.
So you think about your time at Akron, and and then as you transition into the pro, what is kind of that big thing that you took away from your time here on campus, and how that's been successful in that next level?
I think obviously our program does a good job of preparing guys to be pros. I think that's one of the big things I took.
Sure.
Gross runs our program forward. All of our coaches, they run our program like a pro organization. Being on time, being responsible, holding yourself accountable, and I think that has helped me in my professional career, because that's what they look for. They want to see a young man who shows up to work every day, brings everything he has, and works very hard.
And not a liability to the team.
Exactly.
We see a lot. Unfortunately, we see a lot of those.
Yeah.
And Coach Gross, kind of follow up on that. Coach Gross he is proud of the fact that his players have played professionally, either overseas or obviously your experience here. He definitely, that's something that he takes pride in, and I love how you said that, prepare you to be a pro. That's great.
Yeah.
So a couple more questions, just a little bit more. One of the questions we like to ask our guests on Zips Nation Insider, we have, I think everyone knows who you are, Enrique Freeman, former Zip, free agent.
Yes.
Free agent, so hopefully that changes soon.
Yes.
We call it our hometown pizza. So from Cleveland, for visiting you in Cleveland, where are we getting pizza?
Ooh.
Do you have a favorite place?
Tough question. Angelo's.
Angelo's.
Angelo's Pizza in Lakewood.
Angelo's in Lakewood.
Angelo's Pizza. My cousin Adam used to work at Angelo's, so.
Did he get you the hookup then?
Oh yeah. I probably shouldn't say that.
yeah. Then we'll take that up. So, what's your order? What are you getting?
I get the I think it's a chicken bacon ranch pizza.
Oh, okay. I'll take
It's
one of
so
those.
good, and also the deep dish is amazing.
Deep dish.
Yes.
So we learned from Loren that he is a thin crust. He's from Chicago.
He's from Chicago.
I know. It was kind of weird, but I actually agree with him. I like the thin crust better than the deep dish Chicago. But okay, so we're going to Angelo's Chicken
Angelo's
Bacon
Pizza. Yes.
in Lakewood Chicken Bacon. All right. So this is our rapid fire segment.
Okay.
Rapid fire. We have a special rapid fire. Okay. We call this our superhero rapid fire. I heard that you're a fan of superheroes.
Okay.
We got some insider
Listen.
information.
Yes.
So this is a special.
I just seen the Fantastic Four last night.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
All right. Thumbs up. What are we gonna get? Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Did you see Superman yet?
I did.
Thumbs
all the way up.
Thumbs all the way up. Thumbs up. That's good. I took my
Superman
boys to see that.
Yes. Superman was amazing.
It's okay.
Amazing.
All right. So rapid fire. First thing that comes in your mind. Who's your favorite superhero?
Batman.
Batman. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Super speed.
Super speed. Would you rather be able to fly or turn invisible?
Invisible.
Invisible. Well, you like Batman, but Marvel or DC?
DC.
DC. Who's the greatest superhero villain of all time?
I don't really think that one through. Probably villain. I'm gonna say Thanos.
Thanos.
I think Thanos is depicted well. I think Thanos is tough.
So, favorite superhero movie?
Oof. That's a hard one. Let me think. I'm going to go Batman and Robin.
Okay, I have to think which one that one. That's a long.
The Batman and Robin.
Is that Val Kilmer Batman?
Yeah.
Val Kilmer Batman?
No.
Batman and Robin.
George Clooney.
Yes. One and done. George Clooney is Batman.
That's my
favorite.
And
who was the Robin? Was Chris? What was his name? Chris O'Donnell was the.
Yeah.
And wasn't there a Batgirl in that too? Wasn't she? Okay. Yeah. That's a long time.
That's one of my favorite ones. Yeah, that's my favorite one.
I had to think about that. Okay. Last one. What superhero has the coolest costume? I think I know what you're gonna say.
I'm gonna say coolest costume. I'm gonna say Nightwing.
Nightwing.
Yeah.
Over Batman. I thought Nightwing.
Yeah, Nightwing.
So if you're not a comic book, you're not gonna even know who Nightwing. I mean, I guess.
Yeah, Nightwing.
You're gonna have to look. You're gonna have to Google who Nightwing is.
You guys should know. Like what?
Nightwing. All right. Hey, thank you so much for being here. Enrique Freeman, Zips Nation Insider. This is our first episode of Season 2. We're excited to come back. More coaches, more players, getting you excited for athletics here at the University of Akron. Thank you so much, Enrique.
Thank you. Yes.
Welcome to Zips Nation Insider, your inside look to all things University of Akron Athletics. We're excited for this special episode of the podcast of the show. We have Loren Christian Jackson with us, and I was telling Loren that on the way here, my son, I told him who we were meeting with, and he said, "Oh, that's Akron basketball royalty." So definitely excited to be able to chat with you and kind of catch up with where your career is, but also reflect on what brought you to Akron, why you're here this weekend, but also just your experience playing over in Europe. I think a lot of people want to know kind of what you've been up to.
Yeah.
There are definitely fans that can vividly remember you running up and down the court, slashing to the basket, and not being afraid of what's going to happen once you got into the paint. So excited to be able to talk with you today. So let's start with how you got to Akron. You came here, started at Long Beach State, and then recruited to come play.
Yeah, I was one of Coach Gross's first recruits when he first got the job here at Akron. When I came here, he told me about the culture of Akron, the winning culture, the blue-collar community, the fans, the people that really invest in our program, and I love that from the start. Funny story, when the first year when I was my set-out year, I was in articles. They said I was the manager of the team.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I still have that saved. I had it bookmarked on my phone. I said, after that, I was like, they'll never remember me as a manager ever again. So I'm glad that I was able to change that memory for people.
That's pretty good. Handing out water bottles and towels.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's interesting, though, about coming, it really started this train of point guards from Chicago. You were the kind of the first one. That's where you grew up in Chicago.
Yep.
but we've had at least 4 or 5 since. Like, what's in the water in Chicago that we've been able to tap into to have some dynamic point guards playing here in Akron?
Just Chicago breeds point guards. Chicago breeds good players. So when Coach Gross is recruiting a point guard from Chicago, he hits me up, and I always try to reach out to them, tell them I'm here.
Yeah.
I'll help you whatever you need. And I think that connection allows those guys to be more free and comfortable and come into a situation where they feel like it's home. So I think I pioneered that for guys, and I'm here for guys that come in each year. And that's where it's supposed to be. We started brotherhood here, and that's what we continue to do. We try to come back every year and make sure they at least see our faces and see that the guys that came before them, just so they know what they're fighting for each day.
Sure. No, it's just kind of cool how that there, like I said, there's been this since your time here, just this parade, so to speak, of Chicago point guards. It's been and successful. Like, they've been very dynamic and impact players. Yeah. So you played for Akron after that sit out year. You start playing. Do you have a favorite memory of playing for the Zips?
For me, it was really. I would me and Reek were kind of talking about it yesterday with the rest of the guys. I would say our trip to Indiana when we did our retreat trip.
Okay.
I think that was a favorite memory for me, just because we all stayed together, we practiced. It was hard and challenging, but we all got better and we all connected and we all felt like we knew each other at a much deeper level. And that trip, I think, is what started this whole trend of the brotherhood, because we shared emotional things with each other that you usually wouldn't share. So I think that for me was our favorite trip, and just the memories that we shared and just seeing these guys is great.
So was that the off season, probably the 2019-2020 season?
Yep.
And we were talking before we went on air. That's my favorite. That's my favorite Akron Zips team.
Yeah.
Again, talk a little bit about your career here at Akron. That I think one of the things that I feel bad about is that no one got to see you in the MAC tournament.
Yeah.
It got canceled because of COVID.
Yeah.
And then that next season, no one was in the building.
Yeah.
You didn't play you played in the jar, but no one came and watched.
Yeah.
I feel like, you had a chance to really showcase and just the nature of what was going on.
Yeah.
But that team was awesome.
Yeah. I mean, that's, in my opinion, that's the best team in Akron history. But we're the biggest what ifs. So at the end of the day, there's guys that have won championships that were able to finish and things like that. So to me, it's always going to be an asterisk next to it. But we feel like we could be the best team, and we did something that wasn't heard of. In the beginning of the season, we were ranked last, to finish last, and to win the MAC outright is pretty cool, and we accomplished pretty much all of our goals except for maybe one or two. So I think with that, it's that's why these guys, we all come back. Because we built a brotherhood, we built a family, and it's carried over to those guys like Enrique, to GT and Ali. Those guys carried it over to their teams, and they've taken it over. So
I think there's a really special moment after that first MAC championship I don't remember if it was Coach Gross or Enrique. It could have been Enrique. I don't know who. Something, someone said something about, kind of dedicating it to that team that was kind of cut short. But, that's, in my memories, I think a lot of people watching, just the what if, to your point, that what if, that asterisk of what could have happened. Yeah. All right, let's talk a little bit more about your time in Akron, in the sense of, what do you think, how did that impact your game? Coming into, being recruited, and then your time here, what are some of the things, kind of takeaway, not just, your experience, but also just as a player that you're able to gain from your time here at Akron?
Yeah, I made me more confident in myself. We really worked hard, and the coaches really put a lot of trust in me and belief in me, and my teammates put a lot of belief in me to do what I do at best, and not didn't care what I did, how I did, but they believed in me as a player and as a person. So that just helped me carry that over and have that confidence to just be myself. And when you have confidence in yourself, basketball is 90% confidence, and it's more mental. So these coaches and my teammates allowed me to be me. And I think that's what helped me exceed more than maybe I wouldn't have if they didn't.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you're in a profession where strengths and weaknesses are called out.
Right.
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 People like to talk about, well, this player can't do this. Their
Right.
weaknesses.
Right.
But also the strengths and that confidence to maybe put more of a magnification, so to speak, on your strengths
Yeah.
versus those weaknesses. All right, so you graduate University of Akron after the 21 season. You get a good chance to kind of showcase your skills.
Yeah.
In the I don't know if it's called the College All-Star game. I can't remember what it was called.
3-point. The 3-point. Yeah.
That was cool. Another
Yeah.
last chance to see you.
Yeah.
But then, obviously, probably the goal from a kid was to play in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't happen.
You're right.
But you had a chance to play in Europe.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about that experience. Was there a letdown? Like, again, you're getting a chance to play professional, but
Yeah.
what was kind of the mindset of being able to go to Europe?
Yeah, I was happy, of course, like every kid's dream and every kid's like when you wake up like you want to play in the NBA.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like COVID and all the things that happened. I mean, my senior year we only played about 20 games. Or
Yeah,
so.
I think
We
games are canceled on the whim like
Yeah.
the night before.
Yeah, I didn't even have a senior night. I didn't get a senior night, things like that. So I'm glad I got to do the 3-point contest
Yeah.
and put the Akron jersey on one more time and go out on a win instead of going out on a loss. So
Yeah.
I was happy about that. But just going into Europe, being able to play in first division early and get a good job right out was I was thankful for that. And I'm just trying to carry over and just keep getting better each and every year and just trying to keep growing as a player and as a man, as a father.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. What was the difference between Division I playing in Europe? Was there, I mean, were you able to immediately make an impact? I mean, you're an all-star at some point in the process. Was
Yeah,
that your
my
first
year, yeah.
So obviously it wasn't that big of a
Yeah.
discrepancy because you were able to just jump right in. But
Yeah.
what is, I never played in Europe, no
Yeah.
idea. Lived in Europe, but not played in Europe.
Yeah.
But what was that game like? How was the difference between playing Division I, NCAA to playing over, especially in France?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was a lot of guys. One, you're playing against older guys,
Okay.
like guys that are in their 30s, like they're about to head out, and
Yeah.
your first year. So just trying to take in and learn all I can. The European game is a little bit more physical. I think America, we play a little bit faster, a little bit more in the air.
Okay.
It's a little bit more grounded. So just adjusting to the physicality and adjusting to certain things. But I think Coach Gross prepares me and prepared all those guys in a good way to be able to impact wherever we go.
So you played a couple years in France,
Yep.
2 different teams, and a couple years in Poland.
Yep.
While you're in France, you get to play against, France somehow has become a basketball powerhouse of the
Yep.
country.
Yep.
You see, draft picks, first-round draft picks.
Yeah.
Play against any of those guys?
Yeah, I played against Wemby
Okay.
my first year. Yeah. I played against Wemby. I played
But
against.
he was like, what, 16, 15?
Yeah, I think he was like 17.
17.
But I was like, yeah, he's everything they say he is.
I could tell you all the draft people. I'll tell you what's going on.
Yeah, I played against Wemby.
Did he block any of your shots?
Nah, he didn't block me.
There we go.
Yeah, I floated it right over him.
Well, that had to be a...
Yeah, it was a high one, but it worked.
It worked.
But I played against a couple of those guys. I got to be able to see those guys in person and get to go against. I think for me, like the European players, to me, it's a little bit easier for them to get a chance to come over here and play.
Yeah.
They get less eyes on them all the time compared to the American player.
Sure.
So I think that's what gives them a little bit more of an advantage. But I don't think they're as talented or better than the American guys.
Sure.
But they have a couple outliers, of course.
Yeah.
The Lelucas, the Wembys, and things like that. But
as a most part, you're able. Obviously, like you said, you're all-star. You have first year, so
yeah.
So there wasn't a huge digression, so to speak.
Yeah. There's a reason why they have us come over there. At the end of the day, that's how I could put it. That.
As far as playing in Europe, how about the culture?
Yeah.
You're living in a foreign country.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
Yeah. For my first year, it was very difficult for me, honestly. I struggled a little bit mentally, being away from my daughter because my daughter was born here in Akron, being away from my wife, and I struggled mentally to get adjusted to that aspect. But now that I've been in it for 4 years, I'm able to adjust a lot better, just figure things out. learn the language a little bit, just so I can hold a basic conversation and ask a little bit. In Poland and Montenegro, I couldn't learn that language at all. But in France, by the end, I was able to speak the language and be able to hold a basic conversation with the people that you can't speak any English.
Sure. So are there, let's talk a little bit about that for a second. You know, I actually lived in France for a little bit. We don't need to then put some subtitles. We don't need to carry on the conversation in French, but, you know, my time in France, they love American basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm from Seattle. I was there in the mid-'90s. They knew who Sean Kemp was.
Yeah.
They knew who Gary Payton was.
Right.
I mean, they know their basketball. So how are the fans? Like the fans, I mean, did you have obligations to go out into the fans and be part of the community?
Yeah, we've always had to, like, after the games in France, specifically, we've had to do like a VIP, where we go and eat and talk to the fans after the game, and even after a loss, and it can get brutal after a loss.
Even after a loss.
Yeah, so having to adjust to that as well, just having to have a smile on your face after you lose a bad game and the fans are asking you questions and you're just like, you don't want to look mad or be mad. It was definitely an adjustment for me, for sure.
What was I mean, again, you've been playing there the last 4 or 5 years. What's been your favorite memory of playing in Europe?
I won a championship in Warsaw last year. We won a cup, and that was my first time winning a cup. So that was probably my favorite memory. Yeah, for sure.
Now they do in soccer. There's that big celebration of holding up. Do they do that too in basketball?
Yeah, they do the wave, and then So we did that, and I got like a puzzle piece of us winning that. So that was enjoyable for me.
We're with Loren Christian Jackson, point guard, former point guard for the Akron Zips.
Yes, sir.
Current. Now, are you under contract?
No, not yet.
So
not
free
yet.
agent.
Yeah, free agent.
So
right now.
how does that work from a season perspective? Does it mirror the NBA season or is it off?
So we go over for 10 months at a time.
Okay.
And right now I'm at a one year contract stage. I'm not at the multi-year contract stage. Hopefully I can get there. But every year it's restart. So I'm restarting and I'm just waiting to see who calls and I'm just make sure I'm prepared and ready for that opportunity.
So when would that be?
It can be any day.
Any day.
Yeah.
So we could get a call later this afternoon. Hey, then when does the season officially?
It usually officially starts in around like September.
Oh, so it could be any day.
Yeah, September, October. We usually have to go out there in August.
Okay.
My earliest I've been out there is August 2nd.
Okay,
so,
which is right around the corner.
Yeah, so hopefully I don't have to go out there that fast.
So when you do go out there, we talked a little bit before, home base is here in the United States. Your wife and kids are here. Do they come and visit? Do they come?
Yeah, they come for like 4 or 5 months. Hopefully I'm keep getting better and better contracts where they can come out full time, where my daughter can find a school. We can find a school for her and stuff like that.
Got it. So as far as living in Europe with the other players, you guys, there's got to be a camaraderie though, right?
For the most part.
Okay.
Yeah, for the most part. Usually the Americans kind of stick together because we're all going through the same thing at once.
Sure.
Our locals kind of take us and show us different places and help us out and stuff like
that. Are
that.
there host families or do you?
No, so we get our own apartments.
Okay.
Get our own car, stuff
wow.
like that. So just living alone too, like when I'm used to living with my family.
Yeah.
So that's an adjustment period in itself.
Sure.
Having to cook and do all those things for myself that I usually don't do.
Yeah, I'm sure. So what, besides your wife and kids and family, what's the biggest thing you miss living overseas versus here in the United States?
The food.
The food?
Yeah, the food. And we're 6 hours ahead, so I don't get to watch the games. I remember the championship year at the Reek's first one. I stayed up. I was supposed to play Monaco. I was in Monaco. And I stayed up to 4 a.m. watching the game. I had a game the next day. But I was like, I'm not missing this.
No.
Like, this is our opportunity.
So the time change and the food.
Yeah, the time change and food.
I mean, sure. And then, obviously you're here for a reason. You're here this weekend. There's been an alumni camp.
Yeah.
Talk about how you've stayed connected with the program.
Yeah, I try to. So I came back. Like 3 years ago we started coming back. Yeah, so we started coming back 3 years because I want to see my guys. I want to see my friends. And this is our stomping ground. So I tried to get all of our guys from our team, our 2019, 2020 team, to come down and just hang out for a little bit. And Bud's been a did a great job with helping us orchestrate that with the hotels and things like that.
Yeah.
So we've come back every year, and now that we have like the alumni, this is our first year doing the alumni week, like weekend type ordeal. So where we actually get to play and scrimmage with the guys. And so it only can get better, because I remember a big part of our 2019-2020 team was Romeo Travis and Drew Joyce. They had the TBT team.
Okay.
And we got to practice against them all summer,
wow.
play against them. And I seen how much that helped us, like, figure out each other's game so fast and so instantly, and kind of figure out the pecking order. And it's only – so I was like, we have to do that same thing with those guys, and that can help them become better and each year.
So I got 5-10 minutes of watching the game. You guys did a scrimmage, ran a scrimmage.
Yeah, they kicked our butt.
3-point shots weren't falling
No.
for the alumni.
No, for sure.
That's old
Nothing
man
was
legs.
falling. Yeah.
That's the old man legs
Yeah.
that come through. But hey, I don't think you're missing a step.
Yeah, nah. I've been working. I'm a little out of shape still. That's why I told Dustin, I said, these guys better get me down while they can, because when I'm in game shape, there's no getting me. So.
But if there's any scouts from teams in Europe, he's in great shape.
Yeah.
He's ready to go.
Yeah,
He's ready to run.
for sure.
He's ready to run.
Yeah.
So as far as goals, I mean, you've won a championship, been an all-star.
Mm-hmm.
What's from a personal goal perspective? Like, what are some things you're still working on as far as your game?
For me, I want to get to the highest level of Europe, or even if I get a chance to maybe sneak into the NBA, you never know. But for me, it's to get to the highest level of Europe, and that's EuroLeague. Like I told my agents, I want within 2 or 3 years, like that's where I need to be. So wherever I need to put myself in that position to get there, that's what my goal is, to do that.
Fantastic. Well, we're rooting for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Excited about just to have you here and to be able to catch you here on Zips Nation Insider.
Yeah.
We have a couple more questions for
Yeah.
you. One of the things we like to ask on this show when we meet with athletes and coaches is we call it our hometown pizza question.
Okay.
So we're going to Chicago.
Yeah.
Where are we going for pizza in Chicago?
Baracco's Pizza.
Baracco's Pizza.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to ask a question follow-up there in a
Okay.
second. But now it's our rapid-fire segment. This
Okay.
is rapid-fire. First thing that comes to your top of your head. Who has better food, France or Poland?
Poland.
I was not going to expect that. I thought you were going to for sure say France.
Poland has way more like American style food than France did.
All right, favorite basketball movie?
Like Mike.
Like Mike.
I couldn't think of one. That's the first one that got in my head.
Who's your favorite basketball player growing up?
Sean Dockery, but I'll say Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked. Baracco's is your favorite pizza. Is it deep dish or is it thin crust?
Thin crust.
Thin crust.
Yeah.
I'm on that.
Yeah.
That's okay. So you are known, from my time watching you, your sneaker collection.
Yeah.
You have some great kicks.
Yep.
So I'm going to ask a question. If you could have, this is a magic pair of shoes. They never wear down. They always regenerate. They're the best sneaker. What one pair are you going to play with the rest of your life?
Kobe 5s.
Kobe 5s.
Yeah.
What colorway? Because this is part of it. The same colorway, Kobe 5s, what colorway?
The Bruce Lee ones, I wore them against Buffalo.
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yellow and black with the red. Yes.
Yeah.
Kobe 5s. Did you call it? BD called it. I had a conversation with another photographer friend, and I posted a picture of a game, and I don't remember which shoes. I think they're had the NASA. I don't know what shoes those were. And comment was, "Oh, he knows his sneakers."
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Kobe 5s, the Bruce Lee Kobe 5s.
Yeah.
All right. Last question, rapid fire. Even though they haven't been that rapid fire, but any pregame ritual or superstition, something that you need to do before every game to make sure the game goes well.
Just my warm up.
Warm-up.
Yeah, just my shot preparation. At Akron, I used to do with Brett Rao. We would work out the night before every game. We'd work out the morning. We would work out pregame. We'll do my shot regimen, and then I'll do another shot take a shower, and then do another shot regimen before every game.
So that's 3 workouts before every game.
Yeah. That was my Akron ritual for sure.
Has that changed over?
Yeah,
it's
had to change.
Okay.
I don't have access to the gym like that, so just I would come like 2.5 hours before every game and just do my little balance shooting and just my little breathing exercises, and get ready to play.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we're so grateful to have you here.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you
for
so
having me.
much. Loren Christian Jackson, Zips Nation Insider.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have you back.
I plan on coming back
every
year.
summer.
Yep,
And
every
we'll
summer.
get you on another episode, and maybe even sometime in Europe. Maybe we'll do a virtual, and we'll make sure it's time friendly.
Yeah.
6 hours ahead.
Yeah,
We
we'll
don't
figure it
want-
out for sure. For sure.
But good luck next year.
Yeah,
We're
thank
rooting
you.
for you.
Thank you.
And we know you're going to find a spot. So
Yeah,
thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.